Welcome back to our International Students and Studies episode 12, and we have two guests from Korean international students, and thank you so much for joining me. And can you guys briefly introduce yourself first?
Yeah, my name is Baek. I'm majoring in English and communications. Yeah, and I'm 24.
You're 24. Okay, how about you?
Yeah, my name is Jeong and I also came from South Korea as an exchange student. And my major is English and my minor is communication too.
That is amazing. You guys were very nervous earlier before we start this show, but y'all's English is phenomenal.
Okay, thank you.
How is that happening? How are you guys so good in English?
I studied really hard back in Korea to be really fluent in English. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I put a lot of time in studying English every day.
Wow. So you did this all by yourself without going to any foreign countries?
No.
Your accent is amazing.
Thank you.
How about you? Your English is phenomenal as well.
No, I don't think so.
Yes,
What do
you
you
are.
mean?
You're very fluent. I just don't believe that you guys just came here, just started to speak English, even though this is not even your first language.
In my opinion, I don't think I'm good at English, but I just have interest in English. That's why I choose English major as well.
Wow. So actually, I'm from English major as well. And just like you said, you're from Dongdeok Women's University. I graduated from Dongdeok Women's University as well. English major, I really miss a lot of professors there. 권영국 교수님. I don't know. There's a lot of good professors out there. Is he doing well?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm really glad. Well, anyways, back to our International Citizen Studies topic. So I heard you guys are leaving very soon.
Yes.
Is that true?
We are.
Yes.
When are you guys leaving?
We live in May 16th.
Yeah, but actually we are planning to travel some countries.
Wow.
It's not gonna be that long, but so for me, I'm going back to Korea at the end of the May. Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
For me, originally I was planning to travel for about a month, but I realized that my budget is...
Ooh, the budget. It's kind of in the limit. Okay.
Yeah, my budget is not enough for that, so maybe... But I'm still planning to visit all the places I want to.
Right.
Yeah, for example, LA, San Francisco.
Right.
And places like that, so I'm going to travel a little bit after the semester ends, and then going to go back.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like a general course that Korean students do. They come as an exchange student, they spend a 1 or 2 semester, and then when they're going back to their country, they're like, since I'm in the States, I'm going to travel some countries in the United States, and then I'm going to go back to Korea.
Yeah.
And then they kind of figure out their budget. And some students, I don't know why you guys are sighing.
It's
I
so
think
stressful.
it is stressful because all the Airbnb, the hotel, food.
Yeah, the flight.
Flight. You guys are rich, aren't you?
I'm not rich at all. That's why I'm stressed out.
Yeah.
How did you guys prepare the budget?
Actually, for me, I get support for my parents, and I just save a little while doing part-time jobs. So, yeah,
that's really responsible. At least you're trying to put your money out there as well. How about you?
I also saved a little bit of money, and I didn't have enough, so I took a student loan from the government.
But I think people might think, wow, student loans for travel, but I think that's very reasonable because your English level is you guys are really good at English, and I think if you guys are prepared in language efficiency wise, I think you guys are really ready to experience the world while you have that skills. So I think it's a good asset for you, not just spending money on Lululemon or something, you know. But anyways, I heard you guys started the semester this January.
Yes.
How was the Angelo State University experience so far? I know there's a lot to say, but let's go from you.
It was so good. The biggest point that I like in here was this campus made me feel so comfortable and so relaxed. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know the exact reason why I feel like that, but maybe it's just rural. Here is the rural, and I just can see the
buildings and
buildings,
traffics.
yeah, but I think it's kind of different from Korea because we have a lot of traffic, a lot of people, and it's too complicated in there. But in here, it's so like feels so relaxed. So
Very
I really like
quiet,
that part.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Right. I totally agree about that part because I went back to Korea in like 2 years, like in December, last December. I was overwhelmed with all of the traffic.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed with the noise and the lights. And when I came back here, I was like, ooh, that was a lot, you know? Yeah, it kind of gives you that comfort when it's like for us, since we lived in the bigger cities, this is like a really like a rural area. So I totally agree with you. How about you?
Me, at first, I really, really like this place because I've never seen a place like here, like just as she mentioned, so relaxed, and the buildings are really kind of spaced out. Like, it was like the city that I've seen in like American movies.
Right.
So I was like, finally, I'm here in America. Oh my God, I couldn't believe that. And then I really like this place until I went on a vacation to New York and Chicago first. And after that, I came back and I was like, oh, this place it's kind of boring. Like,
when I first came to San Angelo, you know, a lot of people, when we think of United States, it's like New York, the Met Museum, the cars, traffics, whatever it is. But we came here, H-E-B, trucks, Walmart,
cowboy hats,
cowboys, cactuses. So yeah, it's like kind of different from the expectation. But since you guys already like traveled like the big cities, then we kind of know like, okay, this is like the city experience. This is kind of like a quiet place experience. I think there's like pros and cons.
Yeah.
Are there any like memorable experiences that you guys can like pick out during this period of time as an exchange student? I bet there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm still very amazed by your English skills. Like overall, I've had like so many international students coming into this show. Y'all's English, 10 out of 10.
Ooh,
it's very sophisticated. I'm very proud of you guys.
Yeah.
English majors, yay! They rule the world.
For me, recently I want to pick when I went to the lake house because it was my first time to go there.
No way.
Yeah. It was like 2 weeks ago, I
Water
think.
Lily Festival?
Yes. It was so good.
Aww.
It was so good. I can't believe that the school can have like
those properties.
Yeah, those property. And the weather was so good, and the food was so good. Everything was so good. I want to go there again.
Wow.
At least one time more.
Buy like a bikini. That's what I did. I bought a bikini for it at Target, and then I went to the lake house, and it was just amazing.
Yeah.
The water's not like 10 out of 10 clean, but it's just, you know, just dip your feet and just have some fun.
Yeah.
The weather's gonna be way much more hotter, so get prepared. Remember to take the sun sprays because girl, you're gonna burn.
Yeah, we took them.
How about you?
Actually, I was also gonna mention like the student programs here because like I've joined a lot of like UCPC programs like karaoke night or like board game nights or stuff like that. I think that's what kept me like still enthusiastic in this place which is kind of peaceful and rural. That's what kept me still like lively. And after she mentioned the lake house experience, yeah, I think that one's also my favorite because because out of all the programs, like the moment I went there, I was really like an eye-opening experience. Like it was so beautiful. I've seen a lot of lakes, but I've never seen one like this.
The reason why it's so beautiful is because of the sunset.
Maybe I think so.
Yeah, I think that's why.
The sunlight was like. It was shining on the waters. It was
it's like glistening everywhere.
Yeah, it was glistening. Because I've never seen a scene like that.
Yeah, I think we stayed there like about 6 hours.
Yeah, because we really, really liked that place.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When everyone else was leaving, we were like, we're going to stay here more.
If you guys want to go to a lake house very soon, text me. I'll drive and we can go.
Oh my god.
If you want to borrow my bikinis, let me know.
Oh my god.
No, thank you.
Actually, not bikinis for me either.
I have a one piece as well.
One piece. Oh.
I have like only one, but
We can go together.
yeah, if you guys want to hit me up, let me know.
I'll be down for it.
Okay. Thank you. But yeah, like the Water Lily Festival, I think it was hosted by Cambodian Student Association.
Yeah, they were
and
like
also
like Cambodian Student Association,
Myanmar.
Burmese, and
Vietnam. Yeah.
Vietnamese. Yeah.
Oh,
Those three just collaborated and they like,
collaboration.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing.
Mhm.
Those students actually came in here and tried to promote the event, and I guess it was successful since you guys were there.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So, if you guys are going back to Korea, what's kind of your goal? Like, is there a reason why you guys want to like go back to Korea, or like, is it like, oh, I just have to go back because I have to end the semester there?
Yeah, I think for me it's close to the that I have to go back.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh. So because I enjoy life in here, so I was thinking of taking summer session after this spring semester, but I asked to my home university, but they said they can't give a credit for it. So because even though I can get the credit from it, it's still good experience to stay
Right.
more. But I have to consider that point too. So I was just decided to go back, but still I want to stay more.
Well, there's always an option for grad school, just like I did.
There's a way.
There's a way. Yeah, I love your mentality. How about you?
For me, it will be the lateral one because I also want to stay. Actually, I don't know. At first, I did want to like extend my exchange program.
That's what I did.
Actually, it's kind of hard for me to do it because my school regulation is that I have to finish my last semester back in my home school, so it could be hard. But like just as what she mentioned, like I could just, take a break in my home school and then like enroll in this school.
Right.
But still, I think I don't have enough money to do that, and also I feel like I had enough experience here, so I think I'm ready to go back.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be in San Angelo. You can
Yeah,
go back and graduate and then come out for like a working holiday experience.
Yeah.
Or to another country, another state. So I think you guys have multiple opportunities in the future to go into any other foreign countries because your languages are.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, that's what I exactly like the school regulation that you mentioned about. Dongdok Women's University had the also same policy where you have to go back and finish the last semester. And I think it's kind of like a strategy for the university to keep the students and have the tuition there.
I know.
Yeah, but I took like one last class and that took me almost $2,500 for one semester, even though I had to take one class. Yes, because it wasn't like over class. It was like within 6 semesters, like regular semesters. That's what I had to do. So what I did was I took online class and I stayed here in the States while I was finishing the last course and worked at another company in the States. So if you guys have any online courses left to graduate, then I would use that. If not, well, you have to go back, but there's always another opportunity to come back here.
Yeah. Actually, I have like 9 credit hours left, but
Okay.
they're all like in person. So
In person.
I have no choice.
교양 필수, I suppose.
It's 전공
전공, the
필수.
major mandatory
전공 필수.
classes.
Yeah.
How about you?
Because I have another major, so I have to finish that course.
Oh, okay. So you're like double majoring right
Yeah,
now?
I double major.
What are you double majoring for?
Communications.
Oh, so you're doing English and comms?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
I'm still junior in Korea, so
Oh.
I think I have more than her. I think I have to take more than 15, I think. I didn't calculate it exactly, but yeah, I still have many.
Wow,
many credits.
that's actually really impressive because unless you're like a senior, it's hard to get like chosen from the university to come to the exchange student program, I believe.
Oh, really?
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, yeah, so I didn't have people around me who applied for the exchange student at the same time with me. So I think, yeah, I was the like special case who applied early, because most students apply at senior or junior, at the end of the junior, but I just wanted to have experience quickly, so yeah, I applied early.
That is amazing. That is truly an eye-opening experience for you. What's your kind of your life goal? Like, is there any like career fields you guys want to go to in the future?
For me, it's not that I want to go to that field, but because I have to get a job, I decided that I want to be a marketer. Because my double major here is communications, but back there it's like advertising and public relations, so it's a little bit different. So I suppose I'm gonna be a marketer. Yeah.
Honestly, I think you can, with your English skills, I think you can get a job in the States as well. Are you guys planning on to do any like OPTs or?
But I believe that I want to do an OPT, get an OPT, but I heard that I have to do like 2 semesters in here in order to get that.
So you did 1 spring, and did you take summer classes?
Yeah, I'm taking summer classes.
Well, then I think that qualifies as 2 semesters. So I think you're able to, and you're already taking, what is it? Wait, you can't. Oh, okay. You're taking summer classes right now?
No, I'm like in the summer, like I'm taking summer 2.
Okay.
Second summer, yeah.
Then you might be qualified. I would reach out to Center for International Studies, because some calculate as spring and summer as 2 semesters. Some don't. I believe some is like spring or fall. Make sure to talk with Center for International Studies with Mr. Morales if that qualifies or not. Then it means like you might be able to stay for 1 more year. Who knows?
That sounds incredible.
How about you?
Actually, I still don't have specific field that I want to work in the future, but I just want to still use English in my career field because I like it. So if I have chance to work abroad or use English, I want to.
So do you have any double majors, or are you just focusing on English major right now?
I'm double major in communication, but I didn't take much courses in that major because I just chose is as minor as I coming here. So I'm just like at the beginning of taking it as minor.
Since you mentioned how much you have so much interest in this language called English, are there any like future possibilities that you want to become like a teacher or a professor?
Oh, no.
No. I thought you wanted
not
it.
the area.
I guess so. Yeah.
He's like, no.
That's like a whole another different level, you know.
Yeah.
Like you have to learn the actual linguistics and the history and the poems. Like, I can't do that, but it's for someone out there, you know. Are there any questions for you guys, like OPT questions or any like international students and studies question that you guys are curious about? You guys can take time.
Yeah.
So for OPT, is it just if you just satisfy the period that you stay in the States, you can just get it automatically, or you also need something else to get it?
So what it is if you qualify for 2 semesters in the States, you can apply for OPT programs early. I think it might be a little bit too late for y'all to start. You might have to check with Mr. Morales, but you might be a little bit late. But you normally kind of apply it early, like few months, like half a year earlier, a few months before you end the semester. And when you apply it, you have to pay for it. It's not too expensive, but it's not too cheap. Let's see, OPT apply fee is around couple $100, I believe. Application fee. Let me see a little bit more detailed information. It's around like $500, $400, I believe. So you would have to apply for it, and then once it's approved, you get to select like the starting dates and ending dates, how much you're gonna work, and within 90 days, starting from the starting date, you need to get a job. If you don't, you go back to your country. But I might think you guys can be a little bit late to apply for OPT, but just ask him. Who knows? And yeah, I honestly loved my OPT curriculum program, so I don't want you guys to miss it. Just reach out to him. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Is there any more questions you guys wanted to ask?
Actually, I'm wondering, like, if I go back to Korea and then I apply for an internship here, would I need any qualifications, like, because it's not OPT anymore, right? So
you mean like the visa?
Yeah.
So since you go back to Korea, I think this is a very like CIS Center for International Studies question, but I'm trying my best to roll my brain. So if you go back to Korea, you know, in the passport, our visa is like really long.
Yeah, it's like 5 years.
Yes, like 5 years. But I think if you go back to Korea, I believe you have to renew it again, like the I-20s or like your visa status, I believe. So if you go back and graduate and you want to get like an internship in the States, I believe the company has to sponsor you like a J1 internship visa or something. J1, there can be H1, but H1, it can be really rare for you to get it because H1, I think you guys already know about this. H1 is a lottery system.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So how H1 works is it's way much more stable and you can stay more longer in the States to work for a certain company. I believe. I'm not too sure. I'm not a CIS, but H1, if you get sponsored with an H1, it's more stabilized. However, if company sponsors you, they might not sponsor you with 100% of money. They might support you only a little bit because for a company, it can be some sort of a loss to a company to hire international students because if it's like the same American student in the States and same abilities, and if I have to sponsor this person a visa, it will require the company to hire a lawyer and like knowledge about the H1 and like the sponsoring fees. But if you have the knowledge and skills to be very useful to the company as an employee, then they can sponsor you H1 visa. However, H1 visa, they sponsor you, but you have to wait for a certain period of time to see if you got selected or not. So it's kind of like a lottery system. And if you don't get selected, then no. That's why people go for J1 internship visas. That's like about like a year or two. But after you experience J1, maybe you can go to like a master's program because H1 visa has more possibilities of sponsoring and selecting students who graduated from masters or STEM majors. So that's why if you go to your masters, it's more better to get picked out from the H1 visa system. So it's kind of really complicated. They're all online, but it's really hard to read individually. So that's why I wanted you guys to ask me questions. Is there anything I can like clarify you with a little bit more before we end this session? I know it's a lot of information to like take in right now.
I think I'm still confused a little bit.
Yeah, I'll give you more details after we end the show. You guys can ask me more questions if you want. But I think if there's a will, there's a way. And I think you guys have amazing abilities. You guys are very well spoken, great attitude. So I really hope you guys get a future job and come back to the States or anywhere else in the world. You guys are very wonderful people.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for coming out for International Students and Studies episode 12. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Have a good day, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.